asked you to enter the username and password. So on this screen, we have provided two informative things, that if you want to check that what version you are using of the mobile app, you can check here. Latest version will always appear here. So app version 1.2.9 that is currently running, you can check it. If it is not 1.2.9, it means you need to update the app. Second thing we are showing here, that supported version. So many people uses old version of Android, and they get issues in operating the app. So I always suggest that you should use Android 7 and above. So these two things you can check before the login. One more thing we have provided here, a mail ID. If you feel any issue in login in mobile app, or like user ID password issue or something, so you can mail us on this mail ID, irlsaver@gmail.com. So let's log in the mobile app. People are not turning off their microphones, so I have turned off all the microphones. I will not able to listen you. So if you want to say something, you just type in the chat box, I will see it. So after entering the login ID and password, the first screen that will appear on the in this mobile app is showing on the screen. You can see here. So this is the main screen. This is the map view of the mobile app. Whenever you will enter in the mobile app, it will move out to your current position. And if location service is already turned off, and you will try to log in the mobile app, it will first ask you to switch on the location service. So without location service, without switching on location service, you will not able to start the application, because location service is very important for this mobile app. So this is the home screen. So we will discuss all the icons, all the Mr. Rakesh Sahai, want to say something? Please do not move your cursor. Okay. So we will have a brief look of all the controls that are available in this mobile app. So we will start from this icon. This is the logout button. Using this logout button, you can log out from the app. So whenever you click on this icon, logout, it will ask you to confirm your logout action. So are you sure want to log out? One more message is coming here, that is very important. Sync your offline data before logout. So whenever you will log out from the app, all the offline data which is stored in the mobile app will wipe out. So always remember that before log out from the app, you sync your offline data, otherwise you will lose it. Suppose you are working in the offline mode in field, and you have captured some defect and something. So until you sync the data using the sync data button, all the offline data will be available in your mobile. So before logging out, kindly sync your data, then only log out from the app. So I'm cancelling here. The second option is, this is profile button. So you can see who is logging, what is the designation, and what the current version of app you are using. Third button is icon button. This is the network icon. So by which you can identify that what network your mobile app is currently using. So it is currently running on Wi-Fi, so it is showing Wi-Fi icon. If it will be on mobile internet data, then it will show the icon something like this, tower icon. And if no internet connectivity is available at that time, Someone is asking, are login credentials same for all users? No, it is as per your designation and as per user hierarchy that divisions have provided to CRIS. So not all the credentials are same. Okay, so if internet connectivity, how to create then login detail? Okay, for that you need to attend the TDMS web application training. Using the TDMS web application on the at the division level, there is a option of the user management. So you can create or manage or delete or disable or move your post and everything. Everything related to user hierarchy or login IDs, change password and everything you can manage from the TDMS web application. Option is user management. So you need to contact or attend the TDMS web application. Fine. Okay. So after this network icon, there is a foot petrol inspection header, and below that. Okay, sir. We will talk in the end of the training session. Let me complete first this mobile app, and then after I will turn on all the microphones so we can talk over the call. Right? Fine. So yeah, this is another way to check that which version you are using. So I am showing here version also. So version 1.2.9. Always try to update your app and use the latest version of the app. So and after that, in the last, there is a button of 3 lines. If you click on this button, a left side menu will appear on the screen. So some options are available here, like download GIS location, view depot section, add user, edit profile, helpdesk, and logout. So download GIS location is for getting the GIS sections offline in your mobile before going out for the patrolling activity in that particular section. So it is recommended. It is always recommended that before leaving for the patrolling activity, you should download the GIS section, because if you do not download the GIS section and you will go in the field for in the remote location, internet connectivity might be the issue, and in that case you will not get the locations on the map directly from the server. So it is always recommended that you download the GIS sections in your mobile in offline mode before leaving for the patrolling. View depot end section, we have earlier provided provision to create the depot end section through the mobile app. Right now that feature is not available. Creation is not available. You can list out, you can see what are the depots and what are the sections are already created in application. You can use this option, view depot end section. Creation is not available. To create the depot end section, you need to go on the TDMS web application. That is, depot master is available. Using that form, you can create the depot end sections. Okay. So some users are confused that what about the depot end sections we have earlier created using this mobile app. Okay. That time the create button was available in mobile app. So your depot end sections that you have created using this mobile app earlier, that are also useful when you go for the TDMS web application. All the depot end sections that you have earlier created will list out there. You just need to reconfigure or add some additional information for that, but they are useful. Depot end section that you have created using this mobile app. Okay. Second thing is add user option. So add user is option is provided for the creation the login ID by the depot in charge for the linemen and technicians. And in the edit profile is to edit your personal details as well as your password. Change your password, you can change it. And if a person is joining at the new location or leaving from the location, he can change personal information like phone number, email ID, and name, and all that. Na? Okay. So help desk is provided to contact to CRIS technical team. If you are facing some issue in mobile app, kindly take a screenshot if possible. It will help us to resolve the issues very fast. And help desk, you can click on this help desk to open the mailbox like this. So it will automatically move on your default mailbox, whatever you have configured in your mobile. So from means whatever your configured mailbox. Two is irrailsaver@gmail.com. We have earlier talked. This is the mail ID to contact to CRIS development team for any issue. Okay, so we will discuss one by one this menu. If I click on this download GIS location, you will see this page. Here a drop down list is available. Yes, someone want to say something? If you don't want to say something or ask something, please turn off your microphone. So this is the list of the sections. So these are the GIS sections. Sorry. Okay, so these are the section. This is the list of GIS sections. So what is the GIS section? The data which you have, which railway or division have collected through the Oliver G machine, that is current collection, that is GIS locations of your assets. These data is provided to CRIS and we have ported on the server. These are the GIS sections and if you go in this page, download GIS locations, all the sections, Oliver G sections will list out here. So you can select any one section and you can download these sections offline. So using this feature, you can download the GIS sections in your mobile offline. So if you have downloaded the sections data and you try to do the foot patrol activity using GIS locations, your work will not affect by the internet connectivity or internet strength when you are in remote location. So if you want to list out that what are the GIS sections are available in my mobile right now, you need to again go in that form and wait. Okay, so this is the list. Okay, this is the list to download the sections. You can download section using by clicking on this list. And if you want to see what are the GIS sections data available in my mobile, you can click. You can click on that option, and page will come, and the list will appear here. That will show that what are the sections and how many locations in individual section are available in my mobile. This data will wipe out. I have already told you that whenever you log out from the app, all the offline data will wipe out. So this data is also comes in that category. This is offline data available in your mobile. So if you want to remove all the GIS sections you have downloaded and want to store some new GIS section, just log out from the app and your offline data will be wiped out. This list will be cleared and you can again download fresh new sections of GIS. So second option here is view depot and section. So as we have talked that earlier it was used to create the depot and section. Now you cannot create the depot and section. You can just list out the already created depot and section. Like if you click on that list of created depot, a list of all the depots will appear here. You can check out whether the all depots are created or not in application. And in the same manner, you can check the sections also, that what are the sections available in my system. If something is missing, you can create it by logging in TDMS web application. So the next option is add user. Add user option, as we have already talked that you can create, or we recommend that add user operation always performed by depot in charge or the SSC. They always should create their own lineman and technicians login ID. Please do not create all the linemen and technicians of other depot in charge and all that. Only create your individual linemen and technicians which are comes under your hierarchy. So you can create, you can list out also the created login IDs of the lineman and technician logins. You can see what are the created, what are the missing by clicking on this list. And if you want to add something new, a new ID, then you can use this form. So first name, middle name, last name, mobile number, designation, and this is the login ID and password. You can choose any login ID by the lineman's name or lineman's designation what you have provided. Please do not use special characters and spaces and all that to create the login ID. It is not recommended. Second thing, there is operations option is available here. So you can perform some operations like change password, disable user, enable user. Change password is option is already available in individual's login ID. But if some lineman or some technician forgets their password, you can reset them here. And disable user and enable user. If some lineman is not on the post or not on the work, you can disable his user ID, and later on you can enable that also. So someone is asking how to send Oliver G data to CRIS. Okay, so your Oliver G machine generates Excel file. Hopefully all machines generate same type of Excel file. So you need to email your Excel files on the irrailsaver@gmail.com mail ID. Okay, Vanky is asking all, sir, you are asking all the GIS data to be given to CRIS for uploading. You are asking or you are telling? Okay, so these are the operations you can perform. We cannot tell you that all the GIS data is wait a minute. Okay, so Venki sir, if you have provided the GIS, all the GIS sections data to CRIS, and you are not able to find all the sections, you can talk or you can contact to Mr. Amit Singhal. Amit Singhal's mobile number is available on the TDMS web application. You can get them and you can ask him if it is not still uploaded on the server. Okay. So somebody has the login ID option is given for only 7 users. What if more than? Sir, I didn't get you. KRPUTRD. I didn't get you what you want to ask. Login ID option is given for only 7 users. What if more linemen in depot? So you can create lineman's ID, as much lineman ID you want to create, you can create it using this option. We have already talked. There is no limit of creating how many IDs you can create. You can create as many linemen working under you, no issue. Okay. So the next option is edit profile. So edit profile is used to change your password as well as your personal information. So see, whenever a person transfers from one location to another location, please do not carry your login ID with you. Wherever you are going at the new place, there is also a login ID already might be provided for that designation. You have to use that new designations login ID, and from where you are leaving after transfer, you have to surrender your login ID. So the person or the official who will come on your position will use that login ID, because login ID is totally bounded with the hierarchy. So if you try to use your old login ID at the new location, you will not able to find your new locations, depot and section, all that. Participant 2 want to ask something. I'm not getting. So this is the edit profile option. You can change. We will recommend to up to date your mobile number and email ID especially, because we are going to start SMS and mailing facility also for the critical defects. Whenever user will capture the critical defects in this app, SMS alert and mail will circulated on for their for those particular critical defects. So always update mobile number and email ID using this form. Helpdesk, we have already talked. Logout button, as you all know, logout from the mobile app. So always remember, before the logout, always sync the data. Otherwise, you will lose the data. Okay. So after discussing this left menu, we will discuss the front icons that are available at the bottom of the screen. So first one is map. It is just to relocate at your current position. Suppose your map is showing some other location than actually you are. So you just click on that map button, and your location will be moved out to your current location on a map. So second option is dashboard. You can list out all the captured defects in the dashboard in the form of count. So we have categorized these defects in two different sections. One is section wise issue and other is item wise issue. So in section wise issue, you will see presentation of the records is almost same. Just categorization of the defects here is different, section wise and item wise. So three columns you can see here: total issue, pending issue, and partially complied. So total issue and pending issue is we have provided earlier also. A new column is we have provided, that is partial complied. This is a very new option in this version. We have recently launched 1.2.9. So in partial complied, the defect that will complied by lineman will come here. So earlier it was not available in mobile app. That lineman can capture the defect, but he is not supposed to comply the defect earlier. Now we have provided option to comply the option by lineman also, but with some condition that if any defect is complying by lineman, it will not 100% complied. It will be called partial complied, and all the partial complied defects will be full and final complied only after the confirmation of SSC or depot in charge, under which that lineman comes in hierarchy. Okay. So that's why we have added here a third column, partial complied. So in this column, you will see all the partial complied defects. Like you can see here, we have added two partial complied in NDLS Ghaziabad via ANVR section. Lineman has complied these issues. and SSC or the depot in charge is yet not confirmed these issues. So these are coming in partial complied. Okay, so we will discuss. So the total, all the figures which are coming here, these are the clickable. So whenever you tap on these figures, it will go for the drill down in the detail. So suppose if I click on the total issue 3 in DD section. So if I click on this, all these three sections, all these three defects will come on the screen. So you can scroll them and see them, that what are these three issues. Okay, so we will discuss in detail. So you can see at the header of this palette, this is the section. So it will show of which section you are watching the defect right now. Below that, location number here, and I button is available in front of the location number. So this is the actually defect history. If you want to see the defect history of this particular location, in this view, GG is the location number, double G. So if you want to see the total defect history of this particular asset, you can click on this I button, which is available here. If you click on this, a new page will come, and at the header of this page, location number will come here, and the palette header will come with the inspection date, or on which date you have captured this defect, and then loop line will come. This is also a very new feature we have introduced, loop line. We will see in defect capturing form. Supervisor technician who captured this defect, defect head, defect list, image. If user have captured the image, then it will come here, and compliance type also. So this is the complete history of that particular asset or that particular location. You can scroll them. Okay, so this is the defect history page. If you go back, you will come again on that page. So this is the list of defects that we have clicked on the three numbers. So all the defects, whether they are complied or not, they will come in the total defect. So if you want to just see defects that are not complied yet, you can click on this pending count. So if I click on this one count, only the defect will come that is still pending for the complied. And third one is partially complied. So if you click on this count, that is for partially complied. Like if I click on this count, that is 2, you will see the same form that was coming earlier, but with few difference. The major difference is that you can see here compliance type, compliance remark, and image if uploaded will come here. So these are the options which have been fed by a lineman or technician at the first level. When he complied the defect at the first level, these are the options that lineman have selected. That compliance type attended, compliance remarks something, attended by lineman without image something, and compliance image. Okay. So these are the defects that have been complied by lineman and still pending for confirmation at the depot in charge level. So that's why the button is coming in the orange and caption is confirm compliance. Okay, so during the confirm also, SSC or depot in charge can change the options here. Okay, if he feels that something needs to be changed, he can change anything. Compliance type, he can change it by selecting like this. Okay, he can change remark also by typing some new remarks, and he can change image also. If like for example, in this compliance, lineman has not captured any image, but suppose he captured an image, that image icon will come here at the above of this image box. So SSC or depot in charge can see what image lineman has uploaded, and if he feels, he can change also by capturing new image, like clicking on this box. So SSC also will get the option to upload new image, or if he wants to keep the image that lineman have uploaded, no need to capture again a new image, and he can confirm the compliance. Okay, so this is the very new feature and was very in demand, that everyone were asking that we need to kindly provide the option to comply the defect at the lineman level. So we have provided this option, but at the 2 level, SSC or depot in charge must have to confirm that compliance. So these are the partial compliance. So this is the dashboard we have seen. Same functionality is at the bottom of this screen, that is item wise, nothing is different, same total issue, pending issue, partial complied. The only difference is that categorization or clubbing of the defect is on the basis of defect category, like foundation, OHE mast, anchor bolt and guy rod and such like. Okay, so if we go back, so third option we can see here the get GIS. We have already seen in this option, it is very similar to this option, download GIS section. So you can download the sections for the offline. Okay, fourth option is sync data option. So this is the option I was talking earlier, that before logout or before uninstalling the app, if you are facing some issue in app or wants to uninstall the app or want to log out the app, always remember before doing such activity, always sync data by using this button. Like if I click on this button, currently because nothing is available in offline mode, I haven't do anything in offline mode. So the option is coming that no inspection data available for syncing. So such like this. So this is the option for sync data, right? So now any issue, any doubt before moving out on these 3 buttons? These are the very important buttons that we are going to talk, green button and red button. So before moving on that, anyone if wants to ask something? How to check date of attended defect? So it is coming now, sir. If you go in the dashboard, let's see, if I click on this like this section, DMS hack, this is the dummy section we have created. 4 defects, total 4 defects are available and all are complied, nothing is pending. So if I click on this 4 count, this detail comes. So this is the compliance date, and this is the defect capturing date. This is the inspection date and this is the compliance date, right? Am I clear? Okay. SSC TRD HUP, please tell once more sync data option. Okay. So sync data button we have provided here. See, offline feature is also available in this app, and it is automatically catered by app itself. No need to do anything by the user. If suppose you are working, you are patrolling in the remote area, and suddenly internet connectivity goes off. So in that case, you just continue your work, whatever you are capturing defect and all that. While you will click on the save button while you capturing the defect, app automatically handle that whether internet connectivity is available or not. If internet connectivity is not available, the defect will be saved in mobile local memory. Okay, so this feature we have provided for the remote area where internet connectivity is the major issue. So in that case, if you have some offline data in your mobile app, this option will be useful. You can use a sync data button. This is the option after returning home or after returning office, when you get some good connectivity like Wi-Fi or 4G connection. So you can use this option to sync the data. So when you click on this button, whatever data is available in offline mode, that is capturing of defect, sending SOS and all that, this data will be synced with server. So to send your offline data on the server, we use this button. Until and unless you sync the defects, suppose you have captured 4 or 5 defects in today's activity and internet connectivity was not there and all the defects is stored in the mobile app offline. So until you sync the data, that defect, that activity, whatever you have done in a full day will not be reflected on public application, on TDMS web application, or your reporting officer, senior D, or anyone will not be able to see these activity, these defects until you sync the data, because that is locally stored in your mobile. No one can see. It will be available for all only after the syncing the data. And if you remove your app, accidentally uninstall the app or log out from the app without syncing, your data will be definitely lost. So always remember, sync your data, sync your activity after returning home or after returning in office, so that no data will be lost. Am I clear? Okay. So any question, any doubt, if someone wants to ask, or should I move further? Bluetooth mode. Okay. So now comes to the very important part of this mobile app. For that purpose, we generally use this mobile app. That is patrolling activity. So we have categorized patrolling activity in two different categories, you can say. One is patrolling through the GIS data, Oliver G data, and another is for the manual patrolling. Okay. So manual patrolling we generally use in that case that Oliver G data, GIS locations are not available, or you are doing patrolling in yard area, or where loop line area and yard area where Oliver G data is not available for many railways in yard area. So for such areas patrolling, we have to use manual patrolling. So first we will start from the GIS patrolling. So GIS patrolling is for this red button. So if you click on this red button, wait a minute. Just give me a second. I'm trying to show you the message which comes when you try to find out the location, GIS location, and no location are available near about your 500-meter area. So what message in that case will come? I'm trying to show you. So right now, if I go in the Get GIS option, so there is no GIS section is downloaded in my mobile's memory, offline memory. You can see here the list is empty. Earlier it was coming one section with 7 locations. Now there is no location because I have just logged out from the app. So all the offline data wiped out. So in that case, okay. So in that case, suppose we are talking right now GIS patrolling, right? This red button we are talking. So if I click on this red button, a message will appear GIS location not found nearby 500-meter area, right? So earlier it was 100-meter. Earlier we have provided 100 meters check. So now we have increased it, this location limit from the 100-meter to 500-meter. So whenever you click on this red button, and if you are not 500-meter near about to the track, it will show this message. Okay, so you must have to be there, you must have to at the track within a 500-meter area limit, then only locations will populate on map. So this is the restriction. You cannot perform this operation from somewhere else. You have to be there, you have to be at the track within a 500-meter area. So right now I am located at my home. There is no track. I am not near about any track. So it is showing this message, right? So now we will download a GIS section offline in my mobile, because I have to show the demonstration to all you guys. That's why I have disabled this 500-meter check. So right now I am able to populate the locations on map, but you will not able to populate the locations on map until you go to the track location. So now I have downloaded one section offline. Now if I click on this red button, I have clicked this red button, and if I resize my map, okay, so now here at this location it is showing 7 GIS locations near about a track line. So this is track line, you can see, and these are the locations. It's showing a green circle with the count of the locations, GIS locations. So if I click on this green circle, my map will zoom out and these 7 locations will plot on the map. So these are the locations, these are the mass portal locations that are coming on the basis of latitude, longitude. So this data is coming using your Oliver G data, your current collection data, right? So if I click on this particular location, so this option, this pop-up will appear after clicking in. So here some information is coming. So first thing is location number. So this location is 16/28. This is the location number. GIS section is coming there, NDLS Ghaziabad via ANVR. So this is the GIS section. Below that, depot and sections are coming. So there are two different kind of sections we are using in this app. One section we have already talked, that is GIS section, that is Oliver G. So these sections generally comes in the very big form, you know, where large kilometers comes in GIS section. So for foot patrolling, we break these large sections in pieces of sections so that foot patrolling can be done by walking. So these depot end sections that are coming below, that are coming in this list, these are the depot end sections which you have created using TDMS web application or earlier using mobile app. So earlier it was available to create using mobile app. Now it is only available in TDMS web application. So these are the depot end sections which you have created and which you have specified in this section, like from station to station, from kilometer to kilometer, and what is the GIS section comes under which, and all these information you have entered in depot master form, that is called depot master form in TDMS web application. So all the depot and sections you have created using that form is coming here. So why this is important? See, earlier what was the problem? That user was reporting that I have done the activity, I have done the whole day activity, but I didn't find any defect. In that case, my patrolling was not recorded. So this was the major issue for the user, that they want to capture patrolling activity also even if no defect found in whole day's activity. So that's why we have introduced this depot and section facility. So using this, whenever user goes in field and he try to do the patrolling activity, he must have to start the activity first. Whether he is doing activity using GIS data or doing through the manual patrolling, he must have to start activity by selecting depot and section. So in that case, he specified what depot he is doing patrolling, what section he is doing patrolling, and in that case, start location and end location he is also specifying. So in that case, suppose he do not get any kind of defect in whole day activity, at least his activity has been captured, his activity has been recorded that from this location to this location in this depot using this section he had done the patrolling activity. So that's why it is important and it is mandatory we have created here. You must have to select depot and section, otherwise you will not able to start the activity using this mobile app, right? So if I click on the start activity button, so a message will come, kindly select depot first. So without selecting depot, you will not able to start the activity. So suppose if I click on the depot section, depot button, and if I click on like, if I click on this depot ANVT, the filtered section that particularly lies under this ANVT section depot will come here. So only two sections are coming, not all the list will come here. This list will come in the filtered manner after selecting depot. So suppose if I select this section also, one more new option we have provided that was not there earlier in previous version. So this is accompanied by officer supervisor. So this user we have provided for specifying that if suppose if lineman is going for patrolling or SSC is going for patrolling and if some senior person is accompanying for this patrolling activity, he can specify that which official is going accompany for this patrolling. He can also select this. So suppose if I click on senior D DRD option, so suppose I'm going for the patrolling today's activity with senior D. So now if I click on the start activity, okay, so okay, so sometime you might get this option also, this alert message also. This is also a new feature we have provided. Earlier what was there, earlier we had restricted the users to log in at the same time on two different devices. So user were not able to log in in the same time using same login ID on two different devices. We have disabled that restriction. Now user can log in on the two different devices using same login ID, but we have restricted user to start the activity uh, at the same time on two different devices. You got my point? I want to say that user cannot start activity in same day using same login ID on two different devices. And if it is started by some other device and he anyhow he got his mobile off or he wants to start again the activity without ending previous activity using different device, he will not able to start the activity. So something like this message will appear on the screen. In that case, incomplete activity found on another device, kindly end previously started activity first. So it is showing that on some other device using same login ID, someone has already started a patrolling activity and is not ended yet. So at the same time, you cannot start the activity. It is showing this. So in that case, we will use some other login ID. Let me check. Okay, so I'm using some other login ID so that I can start the activity. So using this login ID, activity has been started. It is showing that activity has been started. Do not forget to end activity in the last. So after starting the activity, you will see that start activity button will convert in end activity, and inspection button is now available. Earlier it was disabled. Until you start the activity, it will be disabled, and after starting the activity, it will be enabled. Okay. So now, this is the process of starting activity. So starting activity and ending activity is much recommended. You have to start activity from very first location from where you are starting the patrolling. It doesn't matter whether any defect you found at this location or not, but you have to select the very first location in the on the track from where you are starting the activity. So you in this example, I have used 16/28 this location to start my patrolling activity of today's, right? It doesn't matter defect is available or not, but I have to select very first location from where I am starting the patrolling. Suppose now I move further, there is no defect on this 16/28. I move further, I skip this location. I do not find any defect on this, suppose, and suppose I found a defect on this location now. Okay, so what I will do, I will click on this location. So here you can see depot section and accompanied by, these are the already pre-filled because we have already selected these values while starting the patrolling. So through, do we need to fill up depot section for every location? No. Same thing, sir. I am telling you that we have selected depot section and accompanied by one time while starting the patrolling. Now, until you end the patrolling, these options will be fixed. No need to select or enter again and again. Okay, and these are the disabled field now. If I click, if I try to change the depot and section here, it will not be allowed. These are the read-only fields now. You will not able to change the depot and section or accompanied by in between of activity. If you want to change it, you have to end the activity first and again then start the activity. Okay. So suppose I want to capture a defect on 17/5, right? So I will just click on this inspection button. So this very familiar form to all of you, if you are already a user of this app, this is the main form of this app to capture the defects. Okay. So location number, depot and section, these are the pre-filled because we have already know on which location we have clicked. So location number 17/5 pre-filled, depot and section already we have selected while starting the patrolling. So no need to enter again and again depot and section. Okay. So here is also you can see the I button, right? So this I button, you know, it is familiar. It is a defect history. So we have provided this option in this form also. Why? Because you can check the defect history of this particular asset before entering the new defect. Suppose you want to enter a new defect and you want to check before entering that what is the defect history of this particular asset. So whatever location number is coming here, like 17/5 in this example, if I click on this I button, location number, defect history detail, location number 17/5. This is the inspection dates. These are the different inspection dates and sorry, complete history of this particular asset. Only this particular assets complete defect history will come here. Like this. So 9 defects are available for this particular asset in this defect history we can see. So you can check the defect history of that particular asset, that particular location number before entering the new defect. So that's why we have provided this I button here also. Okay. One more new thing we have introduced in this new version that we are currently discussing. Line we have provided. Okay, earlier it was not there. We have provided line also. So now you can specify the location as well as line on which you are capturing the defect, right? So if I click on this line drop down, okay, there is no line. Okay, why? Because okay, discuss it. Why? Because there is no lines are coming, because I have selected depot and section that are not underlying any lines, right? So that's why it is showing no lines available in list. So it is totally depends that which lines will come here. It will totally depend on what depot and section you are selecting here. So if line will populate, line and loop line, here is the combination of line and loop line will come. So right now there is no line available. I will show you another example by logging in using another login ID. I will show you how line comes. But right now there is no lines because whatever depot and section we have selected, that come and no lines come under these depot and sections. According to, because it is dummy data. If we select right data using any live login ID, definitely lines will come here. Okay, I will show you later on. And after that, after selecting these options, foundation, OHE mass portal, these are the defect categories. As you all know, these are the defect. This is the defect list. So you can select multiple defects at the same time, like damage sinking. You can select multiple defect categories also. Suppose if you want to capture at this location foundation also and anchor bolt also, so you can select that also. Suppose two defect I am selecting here, right? So as soon you select the defect, two more options will appear on the screen. That is one for capturing image and second is for capturing remarks. So you can capture the image also using by tapping on this image box, use camera. Selecting image from gallery will not allow this app. You have to capture the image by presenting at the location real time. So you just click on the use camera button and you will able to capture the image also, right? Suppose if I click on this photo, like this. So if I click on the right button, my image will be captured and I will get an option to crop the image or want to resize the image. If you want to resize the image, you can resize it. Suppose if I resize this of this size, and when you will click on this done button, this image will take hardly some moments to get load, and the selected image will appear on the box. Wait a second. Hello, good morning. सर मैं अभी वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग में हूँ, ट्रेनिंग दे रहा हूँ ऐप की ना, तो अभी मैं थोड़ा बिजी हूँ. आप अगर बाद में बात करें. आप कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं? नांदेड़ से. ठीक है, आप मुझे 1 घंटे बाद कॉल कर लीजिए. बात नहीं नहीं, अभी ऑफिस तो बंद है सर, वर्क फ्रॉम होम है. हम वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग में हैं और अभी यूजर्स को मैं ट्रेनिंग दे रहा था मोबाइल ऐप की. ठीक है, ठीक है, आप कॉल करें. Okay, so when you capture the image, it will come in this image box. If you want to write something as a remarks, you can write it. And if you do not want to capture the image, see, capturing of image for every defect is not recommended. Please capture the image only if needed, only if you feel that that this defect is something critical or something rare, or we should take the image, then only capture the image. Otherwise, routine defect, normal defects, no need to capture the image, so that you will not get any issue while working in a remote location also, because image takes bandwidth, high bandwidth to move to the server. So we recommend that only capture image if you feels that we should capture the image for this particular defect, some critical or something. So selecting like this, you can select many more at the same time. Any defect, these are the defect categories, and these are the defect list. If you find some defect category or list of the defect is missing in this app, you can suggest, you can send the category or defect option using message center, TDMS web applications message center, or you can send over the mail irrailsaver@gmail.com. We have already provided. We will discuss it with the seniors, and we will try to add the new defects also here if you find that something missing. Okay. Okay, someone is asking, can we upload captured photo in offline? No, I have already told you that taking image, selecting image from the gallery is not recommended and not provided, because the main purpose of this app is to do the patrolling by physically present at the location. So that's why we have only provided the option to capture the image. You can capture the image at the same time. You cannot select image from the gallery. So how can we do in no network area? No network area means what? How you will do? Want to capture image or something? So capturing the image is not connected to internet, na? No. Okay. So if you want to capture the image, why you need to network area? You just so if internet connectivity is not available, then whatever defect you are capturing will store in offline in your mobile, na? Whether you have captured the image or not, it doesn't matter. You can capture image also, you can select defect also, you can write remarks also. If internet connectivity is not available, that defect will be stored in mobile's offline memory. Then later on you can sync the data. Right? Okay. So suppose I have created this, I have selected these defects. Now I want to save the record. So this is the save button. After clicking this, you can save the record. So as I click on this, a message will come, say data saved successfully. Right? So this is the whole process of starting activity. So all this we have discussed using the GIS data. Okay, if you want to do the patrolling using GIS data, this is the whole process. How you can populate the locations on map by clicking on this red button. For this, definitely you have to be there in the 500 meter area near about the track. First step. Second is recommended is that you download the GIS sections data offline in your mobile before leaving for patrolling, and if it is done, definitely your activity will work fine. So you just need to click on this red button. Assets will populate on the track like this, and you just click on that very first location. It is very important that whether defect is available or not, you have to click on the very first location, and by clicking on this very first location, you have to select depot section. If any accompanied by officer, select it, otherwise leave it. It is not mandatory. and start the activity. So this up to this all are the mandatory steps, and after that just move with the track and search the locations. So every time when you reach at the new location, you have to click on this red button. Remember this, assets or locations will not be populated on map automatically. Whenever you move from one location to another location, whenever you reach to a new 500-meter area, you have to again click on this red button. So whenever you will click on this red button, on the basis of your current location, your GIS data, user's location, assets will be populated on the track if it is available, right? And last one is end patrolling. That is also very important. So suppose if I reached at the very last location of my today's patrolling session, and I want to end the activity, just click on that last location, same as the start activity. No need or not compulsory that defects are available at that location or not. You just click on the very last location and click on the end activity. So it will capture your end activity on the basis of this location number. So suppose I want to end my patrolling activity in the last at this location. So data will be captured in the form of that you have ended your patrolling after reaching at this location using this depot section and all the detail. So I will just click here on the end patrolling. So message will come, activity has been ended successfully, and I will get option to again start the patrolling like this. So now after ending the patrolling, again depot and section and accompanied by officer supervisor options are open. Now you can again click on that and select the depot and select the section and again start the patrolling. So you can change the depot section only after the ending the patrol. So this is the whole process of doing patrolling using GIS data. Anyone have any issue in this GIS section patrolling? Okay, so now we will discuss patrolling activity as a manual patrolling. So as we already discussed that manual patrolling comes in role where you do not have current collection data, you do not have GIS sections data, and you want to do patrolling in such area, in such location. For example, you are doing patrolling in a yard area or loop line area where Oliver G is not done yet, and you want to patrolling, then manual patrolling you can use. So now we are talking about this green button. This is for the manual patrolling. So when you click on this, some buttons will appear on the screen, and as we can see, only one button is enabled right now, start patrolling. Other three buttons are disabled. So in the same manner we were discussing in GIS section patrolling also, you have to first start patrolling, then only you can perform any operation, then only you can do patrolling, then only you can end patrolling. So you have to start patrolling first. So if I click on this start patrolling button, so this pop-up will appear on your screen for starting the patrolling. So it is saying that log today's activity. So here it is asking location number, depot, section, and accompanied by. Earlier when we were working same thing in using GIS data, location number was not asking because we were clicking on that location icon. So location number is already known that from which location number we are going to start our activity. In manual patrolling, you have to enter the location number. You have to tell to system that from which location I am going to start this activity, because we are doing manual patrolling. and system does not know from which location you are starting the patrolling. So suppose if I enter location number like 0/19G. So suppose this is my very first location of today's foot patrolling activity, from where I am going to start my activity. Same concept applies here, that it doesn't matter that defects are available on this location or not. You have to enter this location to start the patrolling, to tell the system that today I am going to start my patrolling from this location. Okay. Depot, we will select the depot, like only one depot is coming here. So I have selected this depot according to section, and it is asking that whether any officer or supervisor is accompanying you or not. That so if I select yes, it will ask to select the designation. Suppose here I am selecting AD, and if I click on this, okay, so one more important information is coming here in the red color. If you have added some new depot section through TDMS web application and are not visible in list, kindly log out and re-log in to load data from server. Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, so what this message is trying to say, that if you have added any depot, because creation of depot and section from the mobile app is suspended, you cannot create from the mobile app. Now it is available in TDMS web application. So suppose if you have recently created a new depot or any new section in already available depot under any pre-created depot, and is not coming in the list, in this list we are talking about, this list, depot and sections list. So in that case, hello, हाँ सर, मैं आप मुझे 2 घंटे बाद फोन कीजिए, मैं अभी ट्रेनिंग दे रहा हूँ यूजर्स को ना TDMS की, तो अभी मैं ट्रेनिंग में हूँ. ठीक. Okay, so I was telling that if you have recently created some depot or section, new depot or section, and that depot and section are not populating in this list your mobile app, so what you have to do, you have to log out from the app. Definitely sync your data, offline data first, and then log out from the app, and then again log in the app. So what will happen, whenever you log in your app, it fetches some data from server and stores in your mobile offline. Okay, so depot and section here we are populating in these lists. These data also stored in your mobile, in your location. So okay, so where I was. Okay, so whenever you will log out from the app and you will log in again in the app, some data, this app fetches some data from the server and stores in your mobile offline. So I just want to say that you have created some depot and section and not available in mobile app. Just log out from the app and re-log in your app, and fresh data will be fetched from server and will be stored in your mobile, and from the next time you will be able to select that depot and section. Okay, so now we will I will click on this save activity. So again, same kind of message, that activity has been started, do not forget to end activity in last. So it shows that my activity has been started successfully from this location, and you can see that start activity button is now disabled, and inspection and patrolling and SOS alert is now available. Okay. What you exactly want to ask about the location entry limit means? You mean to say length of the characters of that location? Okay, so we have restricted some length. If you feel that actually in field length of the locations is more than this, you can suggest. I will change the max limit. Did you face any issue while entering the limit of the location? Okay, we will increase this. No issue. Thank you. Okay, so now activity has been started. We are talking about the manual patrolling, manual activity. So activity has been started. Now inspection button is enabled and patrolling is enabled and SOS alert is enabled. So inspection form is same as we have seen earlier. So here also you have to enter the location number, because when we were reaching here through GIS data, location number was pre-filled, but now we are doing manual patrolling. So location number you have to enter, that on which location you are capturing this defect. So you have to enter the location number. Manually entered location number, if you will enter the exact correct location number, and if you want to see the defect history of that location, here also you can click on this button and you will be able to see complete defect history of that particular location. So you need to enter location here manually. Suppose if I enter here location number like this. Okay, so like this you have to enter the location number. Deployment section no need to enter, because we have already defined deployment sections while starting the patrolling. So these are the pre-filled, you not need to select again. Line in the same manner, currently lines are not populating, and the same manner defect category and defect. So nothing different except this location number. If you are doing patrolling through GIS locations, you not need to enter the location number. If you are doing patrolling through the manual patrolling, you have to enter the location number here manually. So this is the only difference. Okay. After that, button is end patrolling. So this is same to end the patrolling in the last. Do not end patrolling again and again. If possible, start the patrolling in the morning when you reach for the patrolling, and end the patrolling in the last when you completely finish your patrolling activity. So do not again and again without any reason. If some accidentally your app got some stuck in some trouble, and if you have to log out from the app, then only you can start the patrolling again. But without any reason, do not end the patrolling and again start the patrolling in one day. There should be only one start and one end in current day for patrolling activity. So same as the start patrolling, here also while you are ending the patrolling, you have to enter the location number manually, that at which location you are ending this patrolling. Depot section accompanied by these all are the pre-filled, because you have already selected while starting the patrolling. So here you only have to enter the location number, last location number from where you are ending the patrolling. Last is SOS alert button we have provided here. So you can send some critical or some very emergency situation alert if you want to capture other than these routine defect categories and defect list. Suppose you are working on the track and you see something very critical and want to report immediately, so you can capture this from SOS activity. So SMS alert, a mail, and as well as this defect will be captured. We will circulate the SMS. So that's why I was saying that you always update your mobile number and email ID using edit profile option, so that proper SMS you will receive if you are, suppose if you are depot in charge and some linemen under you are doing patrolling, and if they capture some SOS activity, if mobile number and email IDs are perfectly updated, then you will get the SMS alert immediately on your mobile also. So this is for SOS activity. Here also you can, in same manner, you can select the image and you can write some text and send it. So this is SOS activity. So now we are ending the patrolling, right? So okay, I want to show you something that what will happen if you start activity, if you do not end activity and you log out from the app, or your somehow your app get crashed. So in that case, definitely incomplete activity is available on your server, right? So what will be the right way to do things in that case? So here you can see we have started the activity. Still we didn't ended the activity. My activity is still in between incomplete state, and in that case, suppose I am logging out from the app, right? So you can see activity is started and not ended yet, and I am logging out from the app. So confirm logout. Okay. So I'm clicking on. Let me check. So I have logged out from the app. So definitely my offline data has been wiped out. Now I will, when I will log in again, definitely I will not get any detail about the started activity that was not ended before logout. So let's see what happened. See new. So without ending my activity, my patrolling, I had logged out from the app, and now when I log in again in app, I will not get my patrolling started. Okay, because offline data wiped out, there is no information that I have started the activity previously. So now if I try to again start the activity, suppose I click on start activity, it will ask the location number. Suppose I enter the location number, I select the depot and section. Okay, and I'm not selecting any accompany by right now. Okay, so now if I click on the save activity, so it will give me a prompt that incomplete activity found, kindly end previously started activity first. Okay, why this message is coming? Because I'm trying to start a incomplete activity with the same device, right? So that's why it is showing that kindly end the activity first. Suppose कीजिए अगर if I try to start the same activity using some other device. अभी 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 अगर ऐसा होता कि मैं किसी दूसरे डिवाइस पे अगर चला जाता और एंड आई ट्राई टू स्टार्ट द एक्टिविटी यूजिंग सेम लॉगिन आईडी ऑन अनदर डिवाइस, तो ये मुझे मैसेज देता कि यू कैन नॉट स्टार्ट द एक्टिविटी बिकॉज इनकम्प्लीट एक्टिविटी फाउंड एंड फाउंड ऑन अनदर डिवाइस. तो मुझे मैसेज आता कि इनकम्प्लीट एक्टिविटी इज ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल ऑन अनदर डिवाइस. So because I am doing same activity again using same device, that's why it is showing incomplete activity found, kindly end the activity. And in that case, what will happen if I'm trying to again start the activity using the same device, it will give the opportunity to end the previously incomplete activity. and this option will be provided only if you are starting the activity using the same device. So right now I am using same device, so it will give me opportunity to first end the previously incomplete activity, and then I will be able to start the patrolling again. So if I click on this OK button, see, now previous activity that was not ended is now already started. So inspection and patrolling and SOS button, SOS alert button is now activated. So now I have option to end the patrolling first. So now I can click on this end patrolling button and option will be appear. So you can see depot, section and accompanied by officer. These are the coming same same like we have selected while starting the patrolling earlier. So now I have the opportunity, I have the option to end the patrolling that was incomplete. So now I can end the patrolling. So it is showing activity has been ended, and now I can again start the fresh patrolling. Okay. So always remember, if accidentally you logged out from the app, or your app may get crashed, or you have uninstalled the app and you without ending the patrolling. Okay, so Rajesh Kumar ji, I just want to say, see, please understand the scenario. Suppose you have started a patrolling in the morning, and you are doing patrolling, and somehow you logged out from your app, right, without ending the patrolling. So in that case, definitely incomplete patrolling is available on the server, right? So now what happens if you again log in app using the same device, and if you go to the start patrolling, it will show you that patrolling already incomplete activity found, right? So it will ask you to first end that incomplete activity, and then you can only again start the activity. So this is what I was telling, that if you are trying to start a new activity using same device, it will give you opportunity to end the previously incomplete activity first. So you can end the patrolling, or you are, if you are doing same activity in same depot and section, no need to end the patrolling. You will get the started patrolling and you can continue your work, right? But if you have an incomplete activity, you have started activity, you did not ended the activity, and you log out from the app. Now you are trying to log in with a new device, with a new phone, with some other's phone, and you are using same login ID, then you will not able to start the patrolling with a new device, right? Am I clear? Okay. So this is the complete process of GIS patrolling and manual patrolling. We have seen both of the patrolling. We have understood that start patrolling and patrolling is very important. Without starting the patrolling, without selecting foot patrol depot and section, you cannot start the patrolling. And patrolling is also a very important. We recommend users to complete the patrolling and perform the end activity. Okay. And we have discussed, I think, everything. Now I want to show you the dashboard option that we have provided in TDMS web application. So the defects that are being captured using this Foot Patrol mobile app, how they will appear on the dashboard in web application, we will see. We will also see that what are the sections have been done patrolling, which are the sections that are due for the patrolling, what are the sections that are overdue for the patrolling, and all these things in web application. So before moving on the web application, Is there any issue? Is there any doubt in this complete session of this mobile app? Can discuss. If someone wants to talk, he can switch on his microphone also. If he want to write, he can write in chat box also. If anyone have any issue, anyone have any doubt in this explanation, or anyone have any issue in using this app, who is using previously this app, field issue, any kind of field issue, any kind of suggestion, if he thinks that this thing should be happen, this thing should be added, anything. All are getting my voice? Okay. Okay, so now we will have a look on TDMS web application. So if you want to open the TDMS web application, you can write TDMS. TDMS dot. This is the URL. If you want, if someone want to note down, you can note down tdms.railsaver.gov.in/TDMS in caps. Okay, lunchtime. We are about to close the session. We are about hardly 10 to 15 minutes. I will take. So after that we will end this session. I don't think we need to break the session for lunch, right, sir? KRPUTRD. Okay, so I will take only 10 to 15 minutes to demonstrate this web application. So this is the URL of our web application, tdms.railsaver.gov.in/TDMS. /TDMS is in caps. So when you click on this, login ID and password are the same that you are using for the Petrol mobile app, and linemans are not allowed to log in on web application. They are only for the foot patrolling activity using the Foot Patrol mobile app, right? So when you enter in this,
excuse me,
हाँ
सर ये लॉगिन आईडी कैसे मिलता है हमको?
मतलब आपके यहाँ से अभी तक किसी को भी लाइनमैन ये लॉगिन आईडी नहीं मिला है?
लाइनमैन नहीं है, सुपरवाइजर को भी नहीं मिला है हमको.
Okay, क्या is it newly electrified section or something?
No.
You are from?
Walter Division, East Coast Railway.
East Coast Railway. So you can do one thing. You can send your request on irrailsaver@gmail.com. You have to write email through your senior D or some official mail ID, and you can ask for the list of login IDs for that particular division or that particular depot.
Okay, you will create those login IDs and you will send back to that mail ID, right?
We have already created so many login IDs by asking by requesting hierarchy of individuals, division or zone. So we have already created e-core we have already provided in so many divisions. Might be you have missed out. So we can mail the list of login IDs. You can ask on the irrailsaver@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So suppose if I log in using senior D login ID, So this is the master menu, depot master. It is very important to look around before implementing the Food Patrol mobile app. So you have to create your depots and definitely sections under these depots. Okay. So if you have created some depot and sections earlier using mobile app, they will also list out here. You just need to go in the edit mode and enter some additional informations like this is PTNR. If I want to edit this depot, I just need to click on this pencil button, and here you can change some details like depot code and name and depot in charge. So I will request to every depot in charge that log in on this web application, visit this page, and please verify that right depot in charge is selected for that particular depot. Okay. Otherwise, depot and list of the depot and sections will not appear in your login in mobile app, and also to your linemen. So lineman will continuously will report you that I'm not able to see my depot, I'm not able to see my sections. So if someone reports this issue, kindly visit this form and re-verify that everything is fine, everything is good, option is selected, right option is selected, right depot in charge and all that, right? So this is the depot, and under depot you can create, if you want to create the section, you just need to click on this plus button in front of the depot code. If you want to edit some section, you just need to click on this sections pencil button. Okay, you can delete the section from here, but you cannot delete the depot from using this page. So if you accidentally have added some wrong depot and no section is added, I mean if any depot, let me show you. No any depot, no such a depot. So if you accidentally add some depot and want to delete this depot, you have to request for deletion on message center, this TDMS message center. I will show you. You can find message center from here. This is miscellaneous menu and message center. So you have to send a message to CRIS development team to delete the depot. And before sending the request for deleting the depot, you have to ensure that no any section is available under that depot. Okay, so you have to delete sections, all the sections first, and when it will show the count 0, you can send the request using this miscellaneous message center to delete the depot, right? Okay. So if you want to edit or want to some additional information in particular section, you can click on this edit section button. So this is the edit section button. Here you can select the patrolling section. Okay. So this is what is your patrolling section. You can set here between station area, yard area, and you can also correlate. You can also link your foot patrolling section to your GIS section by selecting this. That I am going to create this section, and this foot patrolling section is a part of that ABC GIS section. So you can select that GIS section from here. This is the GIS section we were talking about in mobile app. That is created using your Oliver G data. Okay. So G. Hello.
Yeah, I am the in charge of the depot.
हाँ वो बोल रहे हैं he is the in charge of the depot. हाँ he is the depot in charge. नहीं शायद इनको अभी मिले ही नहीं है, वो बोल रहे हैं कि हमारे हमारे डिपो में किसी को भी नहीं मिले हैं, तो हम एक बार रीचेक कर लेंगे अगर हमने भेजे होंगे। अच्छा वॉलंटियर भेजा हुआ है।
Maybe you have sent to the some reports.
हमने क्या सीनियर डी के लॉगिन मेल आईडी पे भेजा है? Okay, so sir, you please reconfirm to your senior D. Definitely they have received the mail, and
Okay.
अगर वहाँ से नहीं मिलता है तो then you can contact, then you can send mail. Before
Okay.
before requesting on the mail, you just check with your senior D once. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So this is the form for creating section. So this is the GIS section. You can relate your foot patrol section to this GIS section. This is the stations list from station to station. So it shows that the foot patrol section you are going to create here that starts from this station and end at this station. So we were talking about the lines, selecting lines while capturing the defect, loop line, list of the loop line. So that list of line and loop line will come using this data from station to station. So when you select the stations while creating the section, you will get the list of line and loop lines on the basis of these stations, right? So kindly carefully select these stations because your lines and loop lines going to populate on the basis of this from station to station. Again, after that, you can specify location from and location to. This is the kilometer, from which kilometer to which kilometer this foot patrol section lies. After that, what is the frequency of doing patrolling? You can specify from this, and you have to specify the last patrolling date. So what was the last patrolling? Suppose if I select on the 1st of April we have done, so it will give you the next due. Okay, that's why it is mandatory fields, because until and unless you will not define the last patrolling date, system will not able to show you that what is the date of next patrolling due. So this is the complete section of creating section. Kindly, it is very important. Kindly revisit this page again and visit all the details, all the deployment section. If you find something missing or wrong, rectify it at your own end. There is no need to contact to CRIS or anyone. You can do same thing using your login ID, right? So this is the depot master. Any doubt in this depot section? Okay. Second thing, let me show you miscellaneous. This is message center. So this is the message center to communicate to each other. You can communicate with internally with your users also, internally with other divisions also, and internally with your other zones also. You can contact them, and second thing, you can send your issues or any suggestion or any request or any modification using this message center. So I will request that if you have contact numbers, you can talk to CRIS team, but it is very important to send your request or send your issues on irreceiver@gmail.com and or through the message center. Okay, that is very important. So when you click on the compose, you will get the option to send the message, group message, and suggestion and feedback to CRIS. So if you click on this option here, 2 is already fixed to the CRIS development team. Type your subject, type your issue, and if you have, you can kindly attach any file, any screenshot, if you can provide, and send it. So this is the way to communicate or send your issues to CRIS development team, right? So, and the main thing I want to show you the dashboard option. When you will log in using your login ID, you will see the menu in the last dashboard, and there are two options available: foot patrol dashboard and foot patrol activity map, right? So if you click on the foot patrol dashboard, a dashboard will appear here, and you will see a calendar view, and you will see the whole activity of foot patrolling. under your hierarchy. You can move in previous dates also, right? So here we have summarized the things in some color codes, so you can understand that if some section is showing in red color, that is it shows that user has captured some defects and they are not complied yet. So that is not complied. Partially complied, suppose in some particular date for that particular section, lineman or user had captured 3-4 defects, and all are not complied, but some are complied. So it will show as a partially complied. If no defect found in that day's activity, so this is the very important thing. Why I was emphasizing that you have to start the activity and you have to end the activity. Suppose user has started the activity, ended the activity, but he didn't find any issue for that day. So in that case also, आपका activity इसमें capture होगा. That's why we have provided that option that you cannot do patrolling through the without starting the activity, right? So in that case, if no defect found, like you can see here in the date of 21, section is showing with 0 defect. It means patrolling activity has been done on this day by the lineman, test lineman. It is showing here. It is yard 1 section, and who did the patrolling? Test lineman. So this person have done the patrolling on that day, but didn't find any defect for that particular day. So that's why we have provided that start activity and end activity, right? So this is the dashboard. Here due overdue is also coming in the purple color. So you can see that what are the sections are due or overdue or not done on that particular day that were defined in this thing. So here you can see the tabular form. So total patrolling section. Suppose this is division, this is depot, Patel Nagar depot. It's showing total patrolling section 8 and patrolling section overdue 6. So if you want to see what are these sections, you can click on this number. If you click on this 8 number, you will see the all sections. So here is the list of the sections which are total available in this particular depot. And if you want to see that what are the sections available for overdue, you can click on this number 6 number. So you will get the list of these 6 patrolling sections that are available for overdue. I mean patrolling has not been done on that particular date. So this is the dashboard. Okay. Second thing we have provided in dashboard menu, that foot patrol activity map. So this is for the monitoring of the linemen or whoever is doing patrolling in field. You can track them. You can see them live on map. Suppose like this. So you can see on map who are the guys are doing patrolling right now. So I have opened this app. That's why it is capturing that some user is working live in field. So if you want to see that who is this user, you just move the cursor on this and you will see the information that SSC new a user is doing patrolling division from ZDiv last present. So last present shows that what time last his location latitude longitude location we server has captured. This is the last present. So if supervisor or if official want to send some alert also, he can send alert, and if you click on this send alert, he can type message and he can send. As soon he will send the message, a pop-up will appear on the app. Okay, so if user is working, user has opened the app, he is working in mobile app, he will immediately get a pop-up with this message, right? So second thing, we have provided track foot patrol. So when user clicks on this, So complete activity will show. Here it is showing only one location. Why? Because I have stated only one location. So if user keeps moving, if user continues walking, track will appear here like this. That user is going from here to here to here, like this. Okay. So you can track the activity. You can track the live users who are live on in field right now. You can track particulars users track also, uh, track line on which track line he is moving, and all this information. So this is the web version for the Foot Patrol mobile app. Any issue, any doubt, we can talk. Any suggestion or any difficulty in working in this app or understanding this session? Okay, I hope everyone has entered their detail in chat box, name, designation, mobile number. Mobile number and email ID is much important because I have created a WhatsApp group also to communicate time by time. If you will provide your details, I will able to communicate the things at the right time. Okay, Venki sir is asking, sir, are these sections are mapped from GIS data or to be entered manually? Are these sections? हाँ, हाँ, okay. So, okay, I'm giving. Okay, so Venki sir, I didn't get you. What exactly you want to ask? You can talk. You can switch on your microphone. Okay, no issue. Uh, you wrote here, are these sections are mapped from GIS data or to be entered manually? So which sections you are talking about? You are talking about foot patrol sections. Foot patrol sections you have to create using Depot Master, and while creating, you can select GIS sections from the drop down, and you can relate the both the sections. That this foot patrol section comes under this GIS section. Right, thank you. So I'm writing some contact numbers here that will be helpful for you. So for GIS collection data, you can talk to Amit Singhal. For Amit Singhal's numbers I am giving. Okay, so number is 85273 33513. Okay, so this is my colleague Amit Singhal. If you have any issue or in regarding of current collection data, GIS sections data, or you want to send your Oliver G data and want to be uploaded on server, you can contact him. You have to send your data, your Excel file, only Excel file. No other format is recommended. Only Excel file that is generated by your Oliver G machine. You have to send it on irrailsaver@gmail.com. And for any query regarding that, you can contact to Amit Singhal, right? For user hierarchy and login IDs, okay, you can contact to Rakesh Sahai. Okay, so number is 81300888761. Okay, so this is the number. Sir, you are from Voltaire. You are asking for the login IDs. No, you need to contact to this number, right? And my number. I hope everyone have my number. I can give you. I am Sunil Sambharia, project engineer, CRIS, and 8130797614. This is my number. You can contact if you have any issue regarding mobile app. So these are the contact details. You can contact for individual problems. And anyone have any issue? Again, I'm requesting. I hope everyone have entered their details in chat box. I need it to add your numbers in WhatsApp group I have created for issues, and to list out the attendees of today's session. So I hope everyone have done. Kindly note these numbers. Another thing, I have also created a YouTube channel and I have uploaded. Maybe आप में से कई लोगों ने उसको use किया हो. If someone don't have, I can show you. So I have uploaded a tutorial also of Foot Patrol mobile app, and that is the tutorial I have uploaded is for version 1.2.4, and currently we are using 1.2.9. So I'm going to make another video for the latest version. I will also upload that video, so you can check out from there also. So you just need to type my name. So this is my channel on YouTube. You can visit this channel. This is my one tutorial video I have uploaded on the base of version 1.2.4. So very soon I will provide another video for 1.2.9, or maybe with the new version having some new features. So it will be available very soon. So that's all from my side. If anyone have any doubt, if anyone wants to talk, want to share something, most welcome. You guys can share your feedback also for this team viewer session. How was it? How was the connectivity at your end? And was it successful from your perspective or not? Because in this pandemic situation, we have selected this option to communicate with you guys, and you can share your feedback also. You can write mail, you can send WhatsApp, whatever you feel so. So that's it from my side. If someone left to give details, kindly give it, or we should end the session. If possible, you guys can switch on your microphone if you want to say hi or bye. Okay, so should we close the session?
Yeah.
Everyone has wrote their details in chat box now. No one is left. Okay then. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for listening. If you feel any issue, any difficulty, you can contact anytime. We are available. No issue. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.